Stuff Works Explained. Are you here for the first time? Please consider subscribing to this channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about Bishoftu International Airport project. We'll give a latest update, especially on the pledges on funding that has been done, especially for one unnamed Chinese bank. We take an in-depth look at one of the Africa's most ambitious aviation projects, a development that is set to redefine connectivity, transform economic landscape, and position Ethiopia as a dominant global aviation hub. This is a story of Bishoftu International Airport, or the mega airport project, which is being implemented, undertaken in Ethiopia. The Bishoftu International Airport, or BIA, is a transformative greenfield infrastructure initiative led by Ethiopian Airlines Group, EAG, in collaboration with Ethiopian government. Situated approximately 40 to 45 kilometers southeast of Addis Ababa, in an area called Bishoftu of the Oromia region near Obisara. This airport is designed to become Africa's largest aviation hub. Its creation will ease mounting congestion at the existing Bole International Airport, which, despite expansion, still cannot accommodate the increased capacity. This airport, the Bole International Airport, is planned to shift to domestic operations once this Bishoftu International Airport becomes operational. At full capacity, Bishoftu International Airport is engineered to handle 110 million passengers and 3.73 million tons of cargo every year, serving as a powerful engine for intra-African trade, tourism, and global connectivity. Groundbreaking is scheduled for late 2025, with phase 1 targeted for completion in November 2029. In terms of total budget, the project is estimated to cost at approximately $10 billion, a figure confirmed by Ethiopian Airlines Group's CEO Mesfin Taswe and African Development Bank. Some reports, including coverage from African Investment Forum, cite a higher figure of $12.5 billion when accounting for land acquisition, community resettlement, and financing costs such as interest during construction. However, for consistency with official project documentation, the $10 billion baseline remains the primary reference, with the upper estimate noted as a conservative projection. What are the budget components? The project budget covers core aviation facilities, surrounding development, as well as essential enabling works. The breakdown is as follows. We have core airport infrastructure, which accounts for 60 to 70%, or roughly $6 to $7 billion. This includes 4 parallel runways, a phase 1 terminal covering 1.1 million square with 60 million passengers capacity, future expansion to 100 million passengers, and over 100,000 square meter of cargo space, 270 aircraft parking bays, and extensive maintenance and catering facilities. Then we have the second component, which is airport city development, representing 15 to 20%, or up to $2 billion. It covers a 35 square kilometer integrated zone with hotels, shopping malls, recreation spaces, and business parks, as well as logistic hubs. Then we have the third component, which is connectivity infrastructure at 10%, or about $1 billion. It includes an express railway link to Addis Ababa, road access, and essential utilities such as power, water, and telecom. Then we have land acquisition and resettlement, which accounts to about 5 to 10%, or $0.5 to $1 billion, including $30 billion birr, approximately $500 million already allocated by Ethiopian Airlines for relocating about 2,500 farming households. Relocation is targeted for completion by early 2026. Then we have financing and contingencies, which represent the remaining 5%, covering interest during construction, design, and engineering fees, as well as environmental safeguards. These allocations place the airport in competition with global hubs such as Dubai International Airport, Atlanta's Hartsfield, Jackson. Then we have financing structure. The project is public-private partnership. It follows that model. Ethiopian Airlines Group contribute 20% equity, equivalent to $2 billion, financed through its strong foreign currency revenues. The remaining 8% or $8 billion US is to be mobilized from multilateral institutions, development bank, commercial lenders, as well as private investors. The African Development Bank serves as the mandated lead arranger, global coordinator, as well as book runner for this large-scale financing effort. To support this structure, Ethiopian Airlines and the African Development Bank have established the Bishoftu International Airport Special Purpose Company or vehicle to oversee development and financing. What has been secured or pledged in terms of funds? As of November 2025, the project has secured or received pledges totaling approximately $3 billion or 30% of the baseline budget. This includes $500 million from Ethiopian Airlines Group, part of its $2 billion equity commitment, and designated for land preparation and resettlement, which are some of the most preliminary stages for this project to happen. Then you have $500 million from African Development Bank, which is pending board approval alongside African Development Bank broader mandate to mobilize the full debt package. We have $500 million pledged by an unnamed Chinese bank or Chinese-based bank, which is the latest announcement. We have additional support pledged by United States through International Development Finance Corporations and Boeing, announced in October 2025. So, Ethiopian Airlines Group CEO Mesfin Taseer has highlighted strong interest from investors across the Middle East, Europe, India, and North America, with more announcements expected to come anytime soon. The remaining funding gap, which is stands at $7 billion US, following the $1 billion in debt pledges already secured. In this upper bound scenario, using the $12.5 billion estimate, Ethiopian equity portion would rise to $2.5 billion, widening the overall gap between $9 to $10 billion. A major step toward bridging this gap came with a formal agreement signed in August 11, 2025 between Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and African Development Bank President Akinwumi Adesina, cementing the bank's leadership role in funding mobilization. Despite strong fundamentals, including Ethiopian Airlines profitability and rapid growth of Ethiopian aviation, the project still faces challenges such as geopolitical risk as well as currency constraints. In conclusion, we can say that the Bishoftu International Airport project is more than an aviation upgrade. It is a bold national undertaking designed to reshape the regional trade, as well as boost tourism and secure Ethiopia's place among the world's most connected nations. With its massive scale, strategic design, as well as growing international backing, the project stands poised to become one of Africa's most transformative infrastructure achievements. For now, all eyes will be on Bishoftu as Ethiopia prepares to break ground on this historic mega airport, which is a gateway envisioned not just for a nation, but for the entire African continent. So thank you for reaching this far. We'll be on the lookout to see how this progresses. You can also watch other videos that we have made on this airport project and others in Ethiopia, as well as others in African continent. Thank you.